Hey, everybody. Welcome to Third Life Crisis. Colin, Spencer, welcome.
Thank
Hi.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. Am I welcome?
We're so happy to have you.
Are we? Yeah. Yeah.
Only I'm
As
welcome.
guests on the show.
Yes.
Very pleased to be
Yeah,
here.
it's honor.
Yeah.
I've heard about the show. I've watched it a lot.
Yeah.
Have you?
Long time listener, first time caller.
First time caller. Long time, first time.
Yeah.
We are excited about the episode today.
Stoked.
We have a lot of things to talk about.
Yeah.
At
least two.
At least two.
Yeah.
Probably three.
Whoa.
Probably three.
Probably three.
Okay.
The topic of the show is going to be Avatar: The Last Airbender in a couple of different forms. One, the Avatar Legends, the fighting game, came out. We're going to review that. Also, I think a couple days after the fighting game came out,
Yeah.
Avatar Aang.
Aang the Last Airbender? Was that what they called it?
I believe it is called Avatar Aang: The Last Airbender.
Okay. Gotcha.
So
Wow.
that movie came out a couple days after, and we're going to talk about that as well.
Yeah.
But before we get started, I have something I need to tell you guys.
Yeah.
There's a game
Yeah.
called Dench Attack.
Dench Attack.
DENSHATTACK exclamation point.
Exclamation.
And
Holy
the
cow,
exclamation point matters. Why? Because this game bangs. This game, you take Tony Hawk Pro Skater, the idea, doing tricks, getting high scores, each level being a couple, 3, 4, 5 minutes long where you're going after objectives within the level, mixed with just the craziest, coolest Japanese anime art style that you can imagine. And it is high flying, it's in your face, it's action, and it is a blast to play. Guess what? You're not on a skateboard.
You're on a hoverboard.
You're on a train.
You're like a bus or
You're a train.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you're doing kickflips on a train.
Oh yes.
On the track.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And
What?
it is awesome. It takes if you play it the way that I think you should play it, which is not worrying about getting the high score every time or getting all the objectives every time. If you play it just to play it and have fun, it's probably a 7 or an 8 hour game.
Yeah.
And I loved every second of it.
Yeah. So did you stop at 7 or 8 hours?
No, I beat it.
No,
are
he
you saying
beat it.
I beat
Yeah.
it?
He's a winner.
Sorry. Are you saying did I go back to do something?
Yeah.
I have not yet.
Are you going to?
I probably will.
Okay.
There's a couple levels. A lot of the levels have no crash objectives. And you go through and you crash once or twice, and then you're like, I totally could have done that without crashing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's probably some of that I'll go back to. The gameplay is just really addictive and really fun, where the controls, there's a lot of them. But I think they're very intuitive, and it makes it fun to get high scores.
Yeah.
One of the things that I kind of, and I love Tony Hawk, the Pro Skater
it's a
games, the
great
Underground games. I was never that good at it, and I couldn't remember the controls for you press this combo and do this to get this trick and all this stuff. And with Dench Attack, it is pretty intuitive, and so it makes it easy to feel like I'm going to spend a lot of time in this game.
Okay.
But
Man, when Nate was saying he was going to talk about this game, I didn't know how excited you were about
I
it.
love Dench
Yeah,
Attack.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yes, there are some story things. You're like you're in this world where you're tricking trains, right?
In
And
my
so-
head, it sounds so weird.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is.
It's future trains?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, like, yes and no. They're like subway trains,
Okay.
but the story is futuristic somewhat.
I'm going to have to tell my nephew to play it.
Oh, yes.
Does he love
Sounds like
trains?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's a
Didn't you
huge-
love trains as a kid? I feel like-
No. Sorry, that wasn't
Oh,
supposed
well.
to be as incredulous as it came off. Like, I have a brother-in-law who loves trains.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
funny.
Yeah, we were in San Diego with Sarah's family, and it was like at what's the gardens?
Oh, and
Gosh dang
In
it,
San Diego?
I cannot remember. Yeah. But they have a bunch of museums there. It's a really cool place. I cannot remember the name for the life of me. Balboa Gardens.
I was about to Google too.
Yeah. And they have a train museum there, and he's like, I'm going to the train museum.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it's like the story is futuristic, and some of the story beats that happen, or some of the boss fights that happen with your train, is like the craziest, hypest thing ever. It's awesome. I just go and play like 45 minutes of it, and you're gonna love it.
Yeah.
I love the pitch meeting for that. We're talking about trains in the future.
Yeah.
We're doing kickflips.
Yes. Picture a
And we're
train.
other bosses. We're going to fight other boss trains.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Okay, well, if you're going to talk about something that you have really enjoyed, my quick plug is for a show called Pantheon.
Pantheon.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Okay.
It was originally like AMC or something. It's animated. It's kind of anime-ish, but it's more American anime than like Japanese anime,
Like Avatar.
like Avatar kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like not even that.
You're talking like Saturday morning cartoon type stuff.
I'm thinking. Well, you watched Scavenger's Reign, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So Scavenger's Reign-esque.
Oh, I love Scavenger's Reign.
Yeah. This is probably my like Scavenger's Reign, this Blue Eye Samurai like are just so good.
But that's the style that you're getting at.
Style of
Okay.
it. But
10-4.
it's about it's kind of about AI, but they're like uploaded intelligences. And so people who have their brains like destroyed essentially as they scan them, and then they get uploaded, and they are in the internet essentially.
I was gonna say the
okay.
first half of that sounded kind of like Citizen Sleeper.
And it sounded like Bobaverse a little bit.
Yeah. But probably closer to Bobaverse than Citizen Sleeper
Okay.
because they're not like inhabiting like physical
Yeah.
bodies.
Yeah.
just
Citizen
in the
Sleeper
internet.
also so good.
Very good.
I ordered
You were telling me about that.
Yeah, I ordered the Citizen Sleeper so it's Lost in Cult is the company, and they have these like design works books that they do, and I
Yes.
ordered a couple that I can't wait to get because
Yes.
I love the style of Citizen Sleeper. But anyways, Pantheon sci-fi sort of like very, very, very cool, good show. It's also like very nerdy. It's like
Nice.
talks a lot about like hacking in computers and stuff, but in a way that's like not like
Annoying.
when
I'm
they
in the
talk about
mainframe.
yeah
I'm
when they
through the
when they're
firewall.
talking about computers, I'm like, oh, these are people who know stuff about computers. Like
Kind of
they're-
like how Mr. Robot, all the stuff that happened in the show Mr. Robot.
I haven't
was
seen Mr.
vetted.
Robot. Oh, yeah.
I watched the first season.
Yeah.
And then I kind of fell off. But
Yeah. But anyways, Pantheon, super good. Highly recommend. If you liked Scavenger's Reign, definitely recommend.
And it's on Netflix, you
Pantheon.
said?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay.
I
Yeah,
love it.
Scavenger's Reign is really good.
Yeah. I just finished the first season this morning, and I was like, oh man. I texted Sarah. I was like, dude, I love this show. It's so good.
Has she watched it?
Yeah, she watched it without me. I was a little pissed when I found out she was watching it without me, but
Shoot.
like we're cool. We're fine.
I thought I heard somewhere that the second season of Scavenger's Reign got approved somewhere?
No,
That's
I
huge.
It was either got approved
I
or
don't
there
believe
was
you, but I really hope
Yeah,
so.
no.
don't
Sorry,
believe
I don't mean to provide hopium. I think that maybe what it was there was an update on it getting approved. Possibly.
Okay.
I'll check.
That would
it
be
out.
so sick.
That would be awesome.
Oh my gosh, I love Scavenger.
We love Scavengers.
Such a bizarre, wild,
Yeah.
imaginative show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah,
The things people come up with.
Yeah.
crazy, absolutely bonkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like trains doing kick.
Like
Trains.
trains doing
Yeah,
kit
that's
flicks.
wild.
Yeah, way to bring that back
Bring it
around.
back.
Circle.
Bring it back.
Yeah,
And what
it's
about
pure comedy right there.
what
Yeah.
about people bending the elements?
People bending the elements
Old
is
news.
also great.
Old news.
Nah, dude, I remember being a kid with my friend hanging out in his pool that
Oh, yeah.
they had, and we were like pretending to water
Water
bend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Yes.
Well, you skip the water and it makes like a little wave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
block 'em.
Man.
Or you would do like I would just like plunge my
Oh, and
hand
it
in
bubbles?
it brings
Yeah.
like a big
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
geyser.
Yeah. Avatar was the shiz, dude.
It still is.
Heck
Still
yeah.
is the
Still
shiz.
is.
Still is.
Is
when-
Avatar back?
No,
No.
it's not back.
After that movie?
Or are you saying
No.
that it never left? Or
Oh,
you
it
don't
left.
think it's back?
It left, and I don't think it's back.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
I guess we'll get into that.
We'll
Yeah,
get into that.
Yeah.
Oh, that
absolutely.
was a really dark place. I was so excited, and then Nate's like, "Nope."
Well,
No.
so let's
Let's start. I
let's get
guess.
into it.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. So, Avatar: Last Airbender, like we talked about at the beginning of the show, two new pieces of content, I guess I would call it,
Yeah.
came out in the last couple
Pieces
weeks.
of media.
Pieces of media. The first is Avatar Legends, the fighting game.
Yep.
And to give a brief overview, that was made by Gameplay Group International. Publisher was PM Studios, Inc., and Paramount Games. It came out July 23rd, 2026. Metacritic of 76. User score of 5.9. OpenCritic of 78. And a 59% critic recommend.
Yeah.
59.
This...
I'm skipping ahead here, but it is at very positive on Steam.
Yeah, so there's some interesting things to talk about with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first of all, the Steam description, Avatar Legends of the Fighting Game is a fast-paced 1v1 fighter where you battle as your favorite characters from the Avatar franchise, featuring hand-drawn 2D animation true to the series' roots, proprietary rollback netcode, and full crossplay for smooth competitive gameplay. Like Colin said, it has 1,636 reviews on Steam and is sitting at very positive. The main complaints that I saw, and if y'all want to chime in with things that you've heard or seen, main complaints that people have is that the game seems very unfinished and unpolished. People are speculating that the game was pushed to get released even though it wasn't ready so that it would coincide with the launch of the movie.
Which I'm not sure if I buy that, because the movie was initially supposed to launch and was supposed to come out in October.
Yeah.
So I feel like it would have made more sense for them to be like, oh, let's like maybe they moved the movie to coincide with the launch of Avatar Legends. But I'm not sure that I buy, just because like the timelines don't quite add up there.
There's some interesting things, because the game, if I remember correctly, was supposed to come out in the beginning of July, and then it got pushed back.
Yeah.
And the movie was supposed to come out in October, and then
Yeah.
it got pushed forward.
Right.
So there's some weird stuff there, but I've seen people complain. Apparently, some of the characters don't even have all their sprites completed in the game, and so people are like, whoa, like, why did you release this in an unfinished state?
Yeah.
And then there's also really weird stuff about the night before the game was supposed to come out. I don't know if it was the publisher or the developer, but they came out and they said, hey, Nintendo Switch people, sorry, you're not
right.
getting
Heard
any
about
of your deluxe edition content until later. And hey, Xbox people, there's actually a problem with the back end. We weren't able to get it on Xbox, so we're pushing that back.
Yeah.
Like the night before,
Which is weird.
Which
Yeah.
is weird.
Yeah.
And so there were, I think, I didn't go through and actually read the critic recommends or the user reviews. I would imagine that the reason that they are lower than the Metacritic and the OpenCritic is for that reason.
Yeah. That makes sense.
You played more. Do you feel that? Do you feel like it was unpolished?
There were some things I probably don't have a discerning enough of an eye to say, oh yeah, I noticed that this sprite was missing or that this animation was off.
Same.
There were things in the training mode, and this I was going to get to this later, but there were
Yeah.
things in the training mode that like and I'm a brand new person to fighting games, but it was like, I know that I did that.
Yeah.
And you're not counting it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know that I did.
So I
Yeah.
noticed that with several things. There were some that I noticed were like not registering it, and then I went back and did the breakdown. I'm like, oh, there's like a very specific timing to this so that like the combo works. And so that's one thing. But then there were others. There was one that's like you're supposed to do a like counter grab thing where they try to grab you and you counter it and push them away.
Yes.
And I was doing that, and I was doing it, and it's just like, nope, try waiting till later. And so I had to like wait longer to do it. I don't know why it was so particular about the timing of when I did it, because I still did the action. Like they still tried to grab me, and I still did it and pushed it away.
But they were saying that your time
but
was
it
off.
didn't register until I did it later for some reason.
Interesting.
Yeah. So definitely like the training mode was aggravating in that way in some cases, because it's like, okay, some of it is like fighting games are just particular.
Yeah.
And then that one in particular, I was like, no, they're just like not,
Something's off.
they're just not registering this for some
Yeah.
reason. Yeah.
One thing that I did see people saying is complaining about lack of ranked for online play.
Yeah.
And that is,
And the two people lobbies, I think, was a big one that people
Okay.
didn't like, that you could only have
two people in a lobby.
people in a lobby.
Uh,
Yeah.
So as someone who is not super familiar with the fighting game scene, but I have a peripheral understanding of it. Ranked is obviously huge.
Yeah.
Like
Huge.
fighting is, you talk about Evo, where they have huge competitions where tons of different games come to Evo to have these massive world ranked competitions.
Yeah.
Not having a ranked mode is a big detriment.
Yeah.
And from my understanding, most fighting games in their online multiplayer have spectator mode, or so like for a lobby, you have more than 2 people in it, even though only 2 people can fight at the same time. So that, hey, so say we were all playing online, you could have a 3 or 4 person lobby, 2 people fight, the other one is spectating, and then as soon as that fight's over, the other one just cycles in.
Yeah.
And so having only a 1v1, if we were to play, we would have to join a lobby, play the match, exit the lobby, start a new lobby with 2 other people.
Yeah.
And that would
there's
be
no
really-
spectating either.
And there's no spectating.
So which makes it kind of not fun if we wanted to play it remotely.
Online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily, so I totally understand those critiques and criticisms.
Yeah.
For us, most of our time was spent playing local couch co-op.
All of it. I don't think we did it remote, did we?
No,
didn't do it
sorry.
online.
What
Yeah.
I meant by that is we never played online.
Yeah.
And then I played the story mode.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
But most of our time was spent playing
Yeah.
each other couch co-op, which is a ton of fun.
Yeah.
Like I wish
love
that
that.
more games focused on it
too.
had couch co-op.
Yeah, there's not it's coming back. Couch co-op I think is coming back.
Is Avatar coming back?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
couch co-op coming back?
Yeah. No, but I mean think like the Hazelight games, like
Yeah.
It Takes Two, Split Fiction,
yeah.
like Orbital's
Orbitals,
coming out
yeah.
next month. I think couch co-op is becoming a thing again.
Yeah.
I wonder if
great
for a
news.
while, I think for a while it was often like a performance thing that like they were trying to push the limits of like what games could do, and then like
We can't have a split screen for that.
yeah, it's like it's
Oh.
trickier, but I don't know. Maybe that's not really it. I think people also just thought that people preferred single player games, but couch co-op's coming back, and I love that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bring back Coach Co-op.
Yeah.
So before we get into the story mode, which I'll give a brief kind of overview of, why don't we talk about our time playing each other in
Yeah.
ranked?
Dude, it
Not
was
ranked.
so easy.
Dude, I kicked the crap out of you guys every time.
Colin, why don't you talk to us about it for a little bit?
Yeah.
Your experience.
Yeah, no. So I actually didn't mix it up that much. I started by maining Korra, which I feel like was kind of a fun one to do. She's like pretty strong, and like from what I was looking up about her strategy, like
She's a rushdown character.
Sure, yes. Do you want to tell me what that means?
So
Sounds like you
from
run at him and beat him up.
yes,
Yeah.
from my understanding, like you have zoning characters, you have rushdown characters. There's obviously several
Yeah.
different archetypes there, but for rushdown, like you go at them and you get into a combo as fast as you
Yeah.
can, and
Oh,
that
yeah.
definitely is Korra's style.
Yeah.
And it sucks. When
Yeah.
she gets you in the combo, you're just like, put down the controller.
Yeah.
You're dead.
I feel like that's also Toph to an extent,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Toph was also fun to play. But yeah, Korra was fun to play with. Towards the end of our time, I actually played a bit with Katara, and I thought Katara was fun as well.
Yeah.
But I think it was fun to mess around with the different characters. The one thing with these fighting games is like they're so particular, and a lot of the moves, like the controls for the moves, carry over between characters. Obviously, like you hit the same sort of buttons, but what the moves do vary so much.
Yep.
And like the combos are so particular that it's really hard to just like pick up on a new character without going through the training for them.
Yep.
Another piece I wonder of unfinished content was the like training mode only had novice and intermediate.
And some characters only had novice.
Yeah, and there is a spot below it. It's like in thirds. So like there's a spot below it that would make me think that there's like an expert or something.
hard or something.
Yeah.
Sure.
But anyways, no, playing you guys was super fun because I was able to kick your butts really easy.
Lies.
Yeah. No, I had a couple of good streaks, but then
Yeah.
other times it's a tough game.
Yeah.
Like fighting games I am now finding out are tough. My experience is with Smash Bros.
Yep.
Yeah.
As I've kind of mentioned before, but like so Smash Bros being my context, like Avatar Legends the fighting game was much more particular and sort of like nuanced than Smash Bros.
Very
Yeah.
very
It's a little more
nuanced.
technical.
Yeah, and Smash Bros can get very technical.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I feel like just even in the way that you are using your moves, the buttons that you have to hit, like I feel like Smash Bros is kind of forgiving as to like how you hit those buttons.
Yeah.
And normal fighting games apparently are not.
The way that
No.
I was thinking to describe it is in Smash, the buttons are easy.
Yeah.
The combos and spacing and understanding of a
Yeah.
character and the opposing character is very difficult.
Yeah.
In fighting games, both of them are difficult.
Yeah.
Hitting the correct buttons. You have to do a 3/4 move this way or a 3/4 move the other way,
Yeah.
and hit 3 buttons at the same time to initiate
yeah.
this thing. And
I wonder how much more natural that feels with like one of those
With a
actual
fight stick.
fighting. Yeah. Yeah.
no, that's a good point.
Yeah. But
Can I ask you why you picked Korra? Is it because of training or because you like the character?
I think like she was fun to play with. I think Korra gets too much hate, and I like
She does
Korra.
get a lot of hate.
So,
Yeah.
yeah,
We'll talk about
Nice.
that later.
yeah. But no, I think that was the main reason. I thought that she would be fun to try out, and what I was looking up, like she was kind of an easy one to start with.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Cool.
Spencer.
Yeah, I had a great time doing couch co-op with you
Coach
guys.
co-op.
Coach
Co-op.
co-op.
You weren't
That was
coaching us.
twice. Yeah,
Jerk.
I
You
should
got
have. I
coached.
should have been.
You got coached.
Yeah.
Dude, no, I was Kyoshi, and I had a streak there. I probably
Yeah,
probably
you did
was
have a really good
undefeated for, like,
streak
5
when we
or
were
6
playing
games.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Kyoshi was my main. I wanted to do Firelord Ozai first, but he was just way too difficult.
Yeah.
I
He's
tried
got
to do
some
the training that
complicated
was
stuff.
just I couldn't get through the novice one, so I gave up on him. And
Yeah.
Kyoshi was fun. She had some cool moves. You like the characters that aren't just earthbending or just waterbending,
Give you a
like kind
variety.
of like Korra. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do some of the where the rock bending, the you
Earth
could
bending?
earth bending that would
The rock bending.
It's like they're bending rocks.
You
The
knew.
boulder bending.
Yeah.
But like you give the armor when you're doing the earth bending,
Yeah.
and then you got the fast moves with fire and everything. So, but yeah, I had a great time with you guys. I wish I played more. I didn't play the story, so I'm curious to hear what you will talk about with that.
Sure.
I played it a little bit.
Okay.
Did
so
you?
I'll have some thoughts.
Okay,
but, yeah.
nice. But yeah, this I guess isn't technically my first fighting game.
You lied to us.
I did not. I told you.
You put
I
words
told
into his
you-
mouth.
Yeah, I told you before last week's episode that I played Soul Calibur 2.
Oh.
And then you said
forgot.
this is all of our first time, and I just
Yeah.
sorry. I was like, all right, I guess I never played it.
No, don't say that.
No, please. But yeah. So but it hardly counts because I was 10 or whatever.
Yeah,
so,
dude. Nothing counts before you're 11.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I
And-
don't remember.
I'm going to sound very ignorant here, having never played Soul Calibur.
Classic Nate.
Is Soul Calibur a fighting game? Because
Yes.
when I hear Soul Calibur, I think Excalibur, I think swords, I think not fighting game.
All of the,
People
the,
can have swords
the
in fighting
path.
games.
Yeah, this is a.
You
it's not
ignorant pig.
But see, I guess that's where it goes. When I think of fighting game, I think of Street Fighter. I think of Tekken.
Yeah.
I think of
Well-
Streets of Rage, and
It-
it's like those people don't have. But then you
Right.
look at Smash Bros.
Mortal Kombat.
No,
Mortal
but
Kombat. Thank you.
you're absolutely right though. I think it is like I would like to make sure. So I'll fact check this later or something. But it's like it seemed like it was like, hey, this is not your average fighting game. It's every character has weapons
Okay.
except for one bonus character. So they kind of are banking on that you have weapons, and it's a little bit different, but it is for sure a fighting game. And I think I don't know if they introduced it, but they had it where it was like 3D where you could be walking. It's not. You're going around this way,
Mhm.
which added some difficulty to it, or just another level of gameplay. So, but yeah, I'll have to. That was a game I'd like to play again to see
Soul Calibur.
Yeah.
how it was when I was a kid.
So you had a good time. What? I guess, Colin, what would you rate it?
I think I'd rate it a very fun 6.5 out of 10.
Okay.
Like, I think the depth wasn't there for me necessarily. Again, having played part of the story mode is a very like alternate universe sort of like, not like a real story with any sort of stakes, which is fine.
Yeah.
But like, I think the depth is just like not quite built out for me to play this for a really long time. I love the time that I had with it. So it's like a very fun 6.5 out of 10. I think is about where I land.
Nice.
Spencer?
So out of 10, I would give this game a 6.5.
You just
for a
copied
fighting
my
game.
score.
No, I didn't.
Speak for yourself for once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't hear a single word you even said. I don't listen to you.
Wait, we're doing a
We're
podcast
doing-
right now?
Where am I?
Whoa.
Whoa. No, a 6.5 because it was a fun fighting game. Maybe I should rate it higher, 7, just because I had a good time. I didn't play the story, so for the limited time I played, it was very fun. So 7.
I think I would rate this an 8.
Okay. Cool.
Nice.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I had a great time playing with y'all. I'm not very good.
Oh,
I
we
would
know.
like to be good.
yeah.
I thought the animation is really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought the way that they use the different bending techniques, you alluded to this, the fire bending is quick and the water bending flows and the earth bending is powerful and all this stuff. It makes you feel like you're fighting in the Avatar universe, which I thought was really cool and fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's cool stuff that you can do in the fights. I thought.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, no, the special attacks I thought were really cool. It was tough to land them, to get their energy up, and then it was really satisfying when you landed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, love that.
Which I finally did in the story
You
mode.
actually
I was
did it?
never able to do
Yeah.
it against
Yeah.
you, but I finally did in the story mode.
Nice.
I thought they did a great job. As much as the training mode has some issues, and once again, maybe other fighting games have things like this that make it that teach you, I think, really well, and I just am unaware of them.
Yeah.
But I thought that the way that they did it, where they show you a demo, they have you go step by step through the demo where you're actually doing the inputs, and then they have you do the tutorial where it's like, all right, now here's a list on the side of the things that you need to do, and you just need to do them. I thought that was a really cool block by block teaching method.
Yeah.
As imperfect as it was.
Yeah.
And I felt like it was cool having each character feel different.
Yeah.
You play Zuko,
Yeah.
and he feels totally different from Toph.
Yeah.
You play Aang, and even from the other avatars, Aang feels totally different from the other avatars.
Yeah.
I thought that they just did a really, really good job with that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to let that bleed into the story a little bit, where, as Colin talked about already, it's this alternate universe where you're in a situation where Kyoshi and Aang and Korra are all alive and in their ages in the shows, that their respective shows, at the same time, and you're like,
And they're all very different. Zahir wants to be a pro bending
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
master or something.
I said that when
Korra is best friends with Azula.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So
yeah.
so there's stuff like that, and I won't spoil anything, but you learn more about that and about what's going on. And by no means is the story great or deep or the writing is incredible. What I will say though, there is a twist in the story that made my mouth or my jaw drop, and I had to run to Annie to tell her what just happened.
Annie.
Yes. So the story, you can beat it in 3 to 4 hours.
Okay.
So not very long. Most of the fights really simple and really easy. There's a couple fights that are so hard.
Yeah.
Literally took me upwards of 20 tries to try to beat it.
Yeah.
I would, just for the one moment in the story, I would encourage you
Okay.
both to beat the story.
Okay.
Nice.
But like I said, it's nothing crazy. It is fun. You get to try out a bunch of characters. You get to try out a bunch of characters against a bunch of other characters. So I feel like that got me into understanding each character, even though when we were playing together, I was mostly playing Toph and who else did I play? Zahir a little bit and
Toph.
Korra some, right?
Yeah.
But so this has you play literally everybody, and different versions of everybody, which is kind of fun. So would definitely recommend the story. I think there is a payoff for the story.
Can I guess? I'm gonna guess it's Firelord Ozai is friends with Zuko. They end the story and they're homies.
I don't think that would have made his jaw drop based on
That
how
would
the
have
rest.
made my jaw drop.
Oh my god!
They hug it out when
Father and son.
Yeah.
Finally
coming together.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
funny. No.
Yeah. No, I think you make a good point about like the training mode stuff. I think they have like the free training mode where if you're that intense, they'll like show you frame by frame like
Your inputs.
and it's really interesting. I'm just not that intense.
There were a couple fights that I was struggling with, and I was like, okay, I'm trying to do this move, or I'm trying to do this, and so I would come out of the story mode, I would go into free training just to see, okay, like why is my controller, or like why am I inputting the wrong thing?
Yeah.
And then I finally got into, okay, I need to do this, and this is what it feels like to do this command to pull off this move. Thing. So I think for beginner fighting game people, I think this is a great introduction.
Yeah.
I totally also understand all of the people on Steam and on OpenCritic and Metacritic who are way more into fighting games who are saying it's lacking this and it's lacking this and this is not great and this is not great.
Yeah.
For me, I thought this was a great introduction to the fighting genre.
Yeah.
And so 8.
Cool.
And I'm a fan of it.
Absolutely.
I can't really argue with that too much. Also, I love the IP, so it's fun.
100%.
And that is for sure. Like, if this was another random IP, would I jump in? No.
Yeah.
Like, I've never played Tekken. I've never played Street Fighter. I've never played Mortal Kombat. Like,
I'm kind of curious if you, because you're the only one here with a PS5, at least for the next few months before Lo-Fi comes out. But if you got Marvel took on Fighting Souls, and we tried that out, I'm curious how it would feel to us.
No, and what's funny, one of the things that I wanted to ask you all is, what does your future with fighting games look like after playing this
Probably
game?
still Smash Bros.
Yeah, if us three came together and said we're going to play this game Avatar, every week, let's say, just for a year, I don't think I would care to do another one unless something like a similar IP came out.
Yeah.
Maybe Marvel, but Marvel isn't as cool to me as it used to be.
Yeah. But the Marvel took on Fighting Souls game looks good. The art style looks good. I'm kind of interested in it.
Sure.
But
Yeah. It would feel good to get good at a fighting game though.
Yeah. I think
if all three of us were good or whatever. And
yeah, I think that is one of my takeaways is that like I was determined to get like at least get better at it.
Yeah.
It is one of those things where it drip feeds you moments of, oh, that was a sweet combo I just pulled off.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm
I
good at this
dominated
game.
that fight. I forget who of you, and not to toot my own horn, one of you I almost had a perfect round against.
I think it was
it
Spencer.
could not have been me. Oh, what?
and that moment of dopamine is like, this is sweet.
'Kay.
It's like when you go golfing and out of 18 holes you have
You
one
par,
good hole and you're
get a
like,
birdie.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm sucked in.
So
Yeah.
I do need to call out my moment of dopamine.
Yes.
Which was
Against Nate.
no, not even that.
Okay.
But yes, but I had Sarah practice before you guys came over.
Yes.
Oh, that
I was
was
like,
so funny.
I was like sitting upstairs with Sarah, and I was mentioning that we were gonna play the game. I was like, "Hey, Sarah, do you want to like practice a little bit so you can whoop their butts when they come over?" And she's like, "Yes."
Say no more.
So so we came downstairs. We played it, had her practice for a little bit. She was getting a little frustrated, but then it started to make sense.
Yep.
And so I had her. I was like, "Hey," when you guys were here, "Hey, Sarah, do you want to like try out and play against them?" She's like, "Oh, sure." And then she hops on and she starts fighting Nate.
She's tough.
Yeah, she's using Toph.
She does the pillar thing where it raises you up.
Yeah.
And we're like, wait.
You either have to get really lucky with button combos there, or you have to know that that's a thing
Yeah.
you can do.
Yeah, but she beat Nate and Spencer back to back, and it was
Yeah.
great.
Super
I
funny.
was so satisfied.
Like, what the heck? We've been playing for the last 3 hours.
Yeah.
we suck. I thought you were talking about when you had a sliver of health
Oh.
and Nate It was like, half, 3/4, and he came back and beat him.
Yeah, dude, there were so many of those moments where we like
Or was
almost pulled that off. I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I had fights against both Colin and Spencer where it came down to literally our characters are hitting each other at the same time,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
one person has a tiny sliver of health and the other
Yeah.
one dies, and it's like
Oh.
there are. I totally get why people get super into fighting.
Yeah.
100%.
Totally.
it's fun.
Yeah.
It's
a
fun,
lot of fun.
for sure. Yeah.
Speaking of which, for me, I have never ever been interested in Marvel Tokon fighting souls.
Yeah.
Until I played this game,
Same.
and then I was like, maybe I
Maybe I
would,
do
or
want
maybe I
to.
go. I've always, for whatever reason, I don't know why, been more interested in Street Fighter than in Tekken.
Yeah.
And I have had thoughts in the last couple of weeks. Maybe I get Street Fighter 6 and just like try it out.
Yeah.
Because I think I am not intrigued by the ranked or online play.
Yeah.
I think that this is a good kicking or starting off point for me to be like, I'd play the story modes of those games now.
Yeah.
I'm interested in what
Did you guys
that's like.
ever play? What was it? The Justice League.
Oh.
I can't remember what.
Oh,
what it's
yes.
called.
DC.
It wasn't Legend. It was.
I don't know, but the
Justice League fighting game.
Yeah, it's the Justice League fighting game, and those story modes
I
are
swear I
very
played
good.
that. You're not playing Injustice, are you? Are you talking
Injustice.
about
Yeah,
Injustice?
yeah, it's
Okay.
Injustice. Yeah.
Yeah, Injustice was cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really.
Because I watched the cutscenes of that,
Yeah.
as I do.
Mm-hmm.
As yes.
I do.
Yeah,
Most
story mode of
games.
Injustice is very, very good.
It's
Hey
cool.
Spencer, have you played God of War Ragnarok? No, but I
but
watched all the cutscenes.
Yeah, jeez, I cannot.
I didn't have
'cause
I
I
didn't have a PlayStation.
I couldn't get you to play Jedi Fallen Order either because you were like, "Oh yeah, no, I already watched all the cutscenes." I'm like, what the?
it's how I grew up, man.
You didn't
I
even have an
watched games
excuse
like
because it's
movies.
on Steam. You can play
Not God of
It,
War.
it wasn't.
No.
originally.
I'm talking about Jedi Fallen Order.
yeah.
I have both of those.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you did. That's
Yeah.
true. I don't know if I was on your family at the
Well,
at
and
the
I actually
time.
don't think that they allow family sharing for. Those
Oh,
ones.
is that because it's stupid EA?
Yep.
Yeah, EA.
EA,
Yeah, friggin' EA.
Yeah. Sorry. Going back, I had a question. So how do they do it? If there's no ranked, how do they match you up online?
It's just random.
Yeah,
So
that's
you could
that's
go up
part of
and
the
get-
problem.
Yeah.
No,
So I thought you were talking specifically about like competition, but yeah, because that's what. If you guys are saying that you just get logged in and with some random guy.
Yeah,
and-
and who knows if they have like some sort of ranking. So like, I guess what I'm trying to differentiate is even in unranked online competitive games, Call of Duty, Fortnite, Halo, whatever, when it's unranked, you still have like a back end ranking, and different games rank you differently.
Yeah.
Where it's some of them are just like off of your last several matches. If you've won or you've done well, then you get bumped up, and if you don't, then you get bumped down.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is different than ranked.
That's what my question.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So there is some kind of matchup.
Yes, there
Okay.
is online play,
Good.
but there isn't where you just like, hey, I'm going to play online, and you get matched up with someone.
Someone
random
you're-
and you play,
Yeah. Okay. Great.
but that is different than ranked.
yes. Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Any last thoughts for Avatar: Legends, the fighting game?
Nah,
Nor.
we can move on.
Okay, Avatar: Aang, the Last
movie.
Airbender.
Okay, I want to hear. I feel like I
Yeah.
want to hear your thoughts.
100%.
Okay. Well,
Because Nate says it's not back.
Yeah.
Avatar is not alive.
I
And
feel like
Okay,
I need
we'll-
justification.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll get into it. So, info on the movie: directors were Steve Ahn, William Mata, and Lauren Montgomery. Interesting thing, looked all them up. This is the first time that they have all directed a movie.
Cool.
Whoa.
A couple of them, Steve and William, have been directors of TV shows or miniseries, whatever. This is the first time all of them have directed a film. Produced by Nickelodeon Movies and Paramount Animation. Streaming on Paramount Plus, or you can rent or buy from Prime Video. Sitting at and y'all are more familiar with these than I am.
7.9 really good.
IMDb at a 7.9.
That's really good.
Metascore at a 67. Rotten Tomato meter, which I don't know what that is, 91. Popcorn meter, 99.
That's
Yeah,
actually
that's-
really surprising to me based on the discourse that I feel like I've seen online.
okay.
What are you're saying that it wasn't well
Well,
received?
okay, no, I watch trailers and look at YouTube comments, and people are freaking nitpicking
Really?
all over the place. But so maybe not. I think some stuff on Reddit that I've seen that people are just like nitpicking stuff. But
Interesting.
yeah, I don't know. But I'm yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
because 7.9 to me is is very solid on
Yeah.
IMDb.
Oh, it's totally solid.
I always need to go back and see what other movies are kind of in that range. But to me, like, it's always worth a watch if it is even 6.5 or higher.
yeah.
So
Worth a watch.
Worth a watch.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything lower than that, I don't think is. I mean, it can be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, 8 is awesome. I have a harder time with Rotten Tomatoes, but
Rotten Tomatoes is
yeah. But when you look at the popcorn meter, which is like user, which is like
Yeah.
IMDb essentially,
That's-
that's a good sign.
Yeah, that's the one that I'm surprised about
Yes.
more is the
99.
popcorn
Yes,
meter.
me
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 7.9 seems more realistic as far as a overall user.
Yeah.
review.
But Rotten Tomatoes also it's a thumbs up, thumbs down thing.
Oh.
And so
There's
it's
no
like
nuance.
Oh,
yeah.
so you're right. That makes sense.
That's why people have issues with Rotten Tomatoes
Okay.
because it's not as nuanced. It's literally like, is it a Rotten Tomato or is it fresh? Like so.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. I'll read the description really quick before we maybe talk. We already kind of talked about the history, so I think we can skip that. We'll just do the description and then we'll give our thoughts.
Yeah.
So the description: Avatar Aang, the world's last airbender, learns of an ancient power that could save his culture from extinction. With the help of his friends, he embarks on a global quest to find it before it falls into the wrong hands and threatens to upend the peace they sacrificed everything to achieve. So, I'll give my thoughts first.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
y'all are...
We're dying to hear it.
Yeah.
I thought this movie was really good.
Yeah.
They did a great amount of fan service of certain moments where it is so nostalgic and it makes you think, man, I love this
Yeah.
IP.
Yeah.
And there's moments between Katara and Aang where you're like, gosh, I love that.
Yeah.
There's moments where Toph is just being Toph and Zuko's being Zuko, and it is great. And overall, I watched the whole movie and I really enjoyed it. I was sad that it ended, and that's where my excitement ends. We have gotten such little good Avatar content
Yeah.
since The Last Airbender. Me, as someone who has watched the first season of Korra, I didn't even finish the rest of it.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the live action movie from a bunch of years ago. I haven't watched the live action TV show from a couple years
Sarah
ago.
and I got halfway through the first season of the live action TV show and it just didn't.
Yeah.
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 So you asked, is Avatar back?
Yeah.
And the answer is no.
Yeah.
I need 2 or 3
Okay.
more good
Wow.
TV
guess
shows,
that's fair.
movies, something before I'm willing to say that. Now, me being who I am, I throw in there Magic the Gathering, and I was like, the Avatar set was awesome.
sick.
Yeah,
And
that
so
was
then,
sick.
Yeah.
then is it like, is Avatar back because it was really good in Magic? And it's like, no.
Yeah.
They moved the
Yeah.
meter.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take movies, another show to get it back.
Yes. If you give me two more successes,
Okay.
then I'll say Avatar's back.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
You,
I like that.
Because they created like an Avatar Studios.
yes.
And so
They're going to try.
Yeah, they're definitely going to try.
Yeah.
And
You
you-
sent us a trailer the other day for a series
Oh,
that's
yeah.
coming out in October.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. I watched the trailer and I thought, I'm interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Avatar Seven Havens.
Yes.
Yeah,
Which is a
it's-
weird name.
Yeah.
Seventh Heaven. Do you all ever watch that show growing up?
Oh, dude, I think my sister did.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen clips of it. I don't want to derail this. I've seen clips of it since that people show like the wildest clips from
Yes.
that show.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's like, if that is good, and then if we get a follow-up series next year or in a couple years or a follow-up movie in a year or two, and
Yeah.
that's good, then I will be like, you know what? They're on the right track. Avatar's back.
Yeah.
Do you count the game as
No.
one? No. Okay.
No,
Yeah.
because the story's not good.
You're right.
The
Yeah.
story's not good, and it is
It
a
needs a
good
story.
fighting game
Yeah.
in an Avatar IP.
Yeah.
And so
And
I,
I
won't
think-
say that it's
I
bad
think
for
the
that.
the
Gotcha.
struggle, because what you want is stuff that's going to make an impact on culture in any
Yeah.
subsect of culture. And I think Avatar Legends of the Fighting Game has gotten some flack for certain things. And it's also competing with Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls that's coming
Yeah.
out at the same time
Yes.
that people, I think, are primed to love.
Yes.
And so is it going to make a huge cultural impact in fighting? I don't think so.
It's going to get swallowed by Tokon.
Yeah. So, yeah,
And-
I see that.
I think too. I agree with you. I think that anything coming up has to be animated. I don't want to see another Avatar thing be live action.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They-
it's
they've
Ever
missed it.
again.
They- yeah.
Well, it just doesn't belong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. This was such a success in my opinion because it was animated.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
I think you're totally right. I think they've tried twice now, and I'm pretty sure I saw that the views for season 2 of the live action Avatar just tanked. Yeah.
Jeez.
Did
Yeah,
they try to
just
split it up like
quit
in the
doing it.
books, like in the original?
I think so. Yeah, because Toph is in season 2.
Okay.
Anyways, again, I haven't watched it, but as far as the movie goes,
Yeah.
I think like movie is like a huge success for
I
me.
think so.
I think the movie, like you said, hit all the right points that I needed. Did the story have as much, I think, as much depth as the show has? No, but that's because the movie's an hour and a half long.
Sure.
I think that it still touched on, if we want to get into spoilers at some point, like I think it still touched on some stuff that was, I guess, touching to me that I think like was impactful. But like I think one thing that made the show so good was character development.
Yeah.
And you can't do that in an
can't
hour and a
do
half
that,
of a
right.
movie, and that's fine by me. Like
You can, but it has to be very well done.
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just super
yeah,
tough.
for sure. And so I think, yeah, you definitely can, but not in the way I think that the show did.
Sure.
Yeah.
So the animation is beautiful.
Yeah.
The movie looks so good and smooth and pretty and
And there's moments in it where you're like, that was so cool.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
yeah, man. I mean, obviously the movie had a higher budget than a show ever would, but man, if I could get like a show
That was
that was
Oh,
like
man.
that level of detail and style, oh
would be
man, so
incredible.
good. But yeah, I think the movie like hit everything that I wanted. It hit those nostalgia notes, like,
Yeah.
and I was super happy with it.
Yeah, me too. I love the movie. I think the highlight for me, for some reason, was the intro. I loved how they kind of twisted a little bit to like,
Gave me some
water.
goosebumps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like water, fire, just like the show, but then they added a little bit to it.
Yeah,
and it
It's not
really,
the Fire Nation attack.
yeah,
Yeah.
it really gave me the goosebumps. And then I thought Sokka was funny. There was some little corniness a bit, but that's fine.
yeah,
And yeah, the action was really, really cool. Something they can only do with animation, like I was saying.
Yeah.
Just to make it over the top awesome.
you just can't do it with
you can't.
CGI. It's
yeah,
just not.
and they should stop trying. I
Yeah.
don't know.
yeah,
But I think maybe a complaint maybe is like Zuko being nerfed a little bit. He didn't seem to like kick butt like
There was some
I was hoping
moments-
he would.
he's
Yeah.
been doing desk
Yeah.
work for too long, man.
Which
Which-
was a funny part.
Yeah.
That like his letters back
Yes.
complaining
Yeah.
about the change
Yeah,
or
I think
whatever.
that was actually one of my favorite like parts that I've actually watched a clip of. This is at the beginning, so it's not really a spoiler.
Right.
Is that like Aang writes letters to everyone saying like, "Hey, I need your help," and then Zuko's letter is like someone runs in and is like, "Oh, I've got a letter for you," and Zuko's like assistant or whatever guy is like, "Oh, what are you doing interrupting the Fire Lord?" And Zuko's like, "No, I'm pretty sure I know who this is. Read it." And like the guy opens it up and is like,
You sure you
looking
want me
at,
to read
like,
this?
Yeah, you sure you want me to read this?
And it like starts with Flamio Hotman.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I hope that assistant guy that you have isn't annoying you as much as he has been. And Zuko's just like, oh my gosh.
There's
Yeah, that was
definitely
so funny.
there's definitely very good writing moments where it is nostalgic. It does
Yeah.
remind you, man, like this show back in the day was so goofy and funny and lighthearted, but at the same time had depth to it and made
Yeah,
you think
so
about
deep.
what these characters were going through and what they were trying to do. And like you said, you can't exactly do that in a
No.
movie, but I think they
Yeah.
did a good job with it.
Yeah.
And one other maybe, I feel like I was wishing that maybe some of the original voice actors were in it.
Yeah.
Again, not a huge deal. For some reason, I really wish Gyatso was the original actor, but I don't know.
I mean, that's fair. Yeah, that's
don't
fair,
know.
but
Why would you ever wish that?
no, I just think that's very random.
It
to,
was
like-
random.
It
but
is random.
Yeah.
But like, I was hoping for this like this really impactful, these impactful moments with Gyatso that like I don't know. I just for some reason having the different actor didn't feel like it hit as hard. But anyway,
I think the voice actor differences didn't bug me as much as it seems to bug a lot of people for whatever reason. But
yeah, to me it was just like, but why not? Why couldn't we?
Yeah.
Why, I don't know. It just
Yeah.
would have been more special.
yeah,
But maybe this is just the beginning of this new chapter for Avatar, so they just need to find
yeah.
new actors. And
I think the one that I was most surprised at was that they didn't have Dante Bosco
As Zuko?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
right.
he's still very much doing voice acting.
Yes.
Like he's still
And he's
pretty
so
involved
good.
with Avatar stuff, and he doesn't. I don't know. I think that was like a big miss. All the
Agreed.
other ones I can kind of understand. Maybe the actors. Well, I think Dante Bosco and the actor who plays Sokka, who also is still very involved with stuff and does a lot of voice acting. Jack DeSena, I think.
wow,
nailed
nice,
it.
Yeah,
Good job.
nailed it.
impressive.
And they're both really good. But I think they found good voice actors for all
Yeah.
of them. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't distracting to me.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
think that's a good point. Like, I never felt like the voice acting was lacking. The thing that was lacking was the nostalgia connected with the old
Yeah.
voice actors as opposed to the new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's a
Yeah.
good point.
So, anyways, top tier movie.
Yeah,
Top tier.
I don't know about top tier, but I loved it.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I loved it so much. I have a hard time giving it a score because I don't know if I can look at it objectively.
Sure.
Like,
Yeah.
it was
Valid.
a 10 out of 10 experience for me.
Yeah.
I think.
I feel that too, and I'm usually pretty picky with this sort of thing.
Yeah.
I try not to, but I nitpick the heck out of things that are
Yeah.
like nostalgia, and I didn't feel that at all with this
Oh,
movie.
I loved it. Yeah, it like I think Star Wars. I get super
Yeah, I
nitpicky
get
with Star
crazy
Wars.
nitpicky.
Yeah.
But I
exactly.
think that, and I'm not a scientist here, I think the fact that you're like that and you didn't feel the need to do that, I think that means that they hit the nostalgia in the correct
Agreed.
ways.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Whereas sometimes with Star Wars, they try to do something nostalgic and you're like,
That didn't land.
that didn't land. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. All right. What are your last thoughts for we've had this, I think, really awesome couple weeks with the
Yeah.
Avatar IP, which is near and dear to my heart.
Yeah.
Last thoughts for
Maybe.
for both the movie and the game.
Yeah, I mean, good last few months. Maybe it's been longer than I think, but Avatar Magic,
Yeah.
Yeah.
series back.
True.
You count that. It's been a good time for Avatar.
Yep.
Yeah.
Except for except for that live action show. I didn't.
Yeah.
But that was a
that,
couple
but
years ago.
That's
so.
been a while. Yeah.
Well, I mean, season 2 came out this year, I think.
Oh, did it?
anyways,
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh crap!
Yeah. It's still hitting.
Days since miss.
Yeah. Right.
Zero.
Yeah, for sure. No, I really have loved it. I think it's been a lot of fun. I had sent you guys the trailer for Avatar 7 Havens,
Yes.
which is the new series that comes out in October. I thought it looked cool. It's a slightly different
Art style too.
art style, and I think it works from what I was seeing. I kind of like it. I think maybe a little bit more simplistic animation style, but still very pretty from what I could tell. I really like because it's like a post-apocalyptic more vibe.
Yeah.
And
The trailer
I-
specifically calls out that Korra did the people wrong, which they're always hating on Korra.
They
Yeah,
are.
But so
Korra,
I'm
man.
interested what that means and what that looks like.
Yeah, basically that something happened and Korra didn't do what she needed to, or the Avatar failed them. So
Failed
people are like kind of against the Avatar here. I also am a sucker for a futuristic post-apocalyptic setting.
Me too.
Oh, I like
Fallout.
it.
I love Fallout.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I think Fallout is even like a past post-apocalyptic
Sure,
setting
modern
because,
past, yeah.
because it's set in like if this happened in like the 50s,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, you're talking like a
Um,
Terminator
Yeah.
type of
Well,
post-apocalyptic.
I'm thinking like you have like this future tech
Mm-hmm.
that is now, but like everything's kind of destroyed, sort of thing.
Yeah.
and I love the like vibe of like plants growing over like old
Oh.
buildings or whatever.
Horizon.
Horizon
Oh,
Zero
there we
Dawn.
go. That's a
Yeah,
good example.
yeah. That's like I think I was probably more stoked about it because I love the setting. I think the setting, because I think I have been kind of on the fence about like, hey, after Korra, you guys have made it very like industrial. Like, is Avatar
steampunky a little bit?
Yeah, is Avatar going to be? Yeah, is it going to be steampunk? Like, where does it go from here? And I think this is like the perfect setting for them to go to.
Yep.
So I'm really stoked about it.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I am excited about the trailer. I think I still just have this hesitation to be excited about new Avatar stuff because we've been burned so much.
Yeah.
I am excited about it though. And I think one thing that we've talked about and I think will be a lot of fun is a part of this episode is Avatar back. I think when we come back together in October, once the shows come out and we've watched the show, are we leaning more towards his Avatar back? Are we leaning away from it?
Yeah.
What do we think needs to happen for Avatar to come back? And I think that's an interesting discussion to have.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to have that conversation, get our thoughts together and what we really think and see how Seven Havens goes. And I don't know, is it too much of a stretch to put is it too clickbaity to have this episode be called Is Avatar Back?
No,
or should we put that?
I think that's fine.
I think that's good.
Yeah, you got to be careful with clickbaiting though.
Yeah.
We get too many views.
Yeah, we can't have.
You know what? The one thing that keeps me up at night is what if we have too many views?
Yeah. I just, I really hope the IRS doesn't classify us as an actual business.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well, everyone, thanks so much for watching and hanging out. Hope you enjoyed our thoughts on Avatar Legends of the Fighting Game and Avatar Aang The Last Airbender, both the game and the movie. I think it was a good, interesting discussion to have, and I think a follow-up discussion like we already talked about would be a lot of fun based on Seven Havens when it comes out in October. So
Yeah,
absolutely.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good rest of your day. Give us a like and subscribe if you think that it
if you are so
we
inclined.
if you're so
Deserve it.
inclined, if it
Yeah.
benefits your life in
if
any
you're
way.
if you're not too mad about the clickbait title.
And we'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Love you. Bye.
Bye.